recent realizations. Intoxication is self-harm. I've always known it as self-abuse. It is also self-harm. Avoidance is self-harm. It's one thing believing not participating in the disgraces of man. It is not a solution, and it is a dereliction of duty to allow the abusers to continue their abuses by not participating in correcting the situation. Don't know how long ago it was. I made a video on one of the other channels, drunk on heroin. It's taken me I'm guessing 10 days so far to recover. I've got another 2 days before I've left the oppression of it, of myself, by myself, behind. I know that from experience, although what I do also know is it can be overridden by will. The overriding of it by will initially is the easy part. The hard part is maintaining the will of overriding. Don't know what word to use. Suppression, depression, oppression of oneself by the results of getting high. I want to focus upon living the words that I am speaking. One thing I've found myself doing is saying a thing and doing the opposite. Not completely sure what the reason behind it is, though the solution is to apply myself self-willed action in doing that what I say I am going to do, rather than my lackadaisical previous application of myself. Intoxication is self-harm, harming self, self-pity. Drug addiction, self-pity. No two words about that. And I found drug addiction was a way of saying no. I discovered it through the rehabilitation process that man has in place. It is a way of teaching those that have been saying no how to say yes, how to participate in the "you'll never change it, lad, it's always been that way" bullshit. One thing I'm grateful to my father for. Thor was my father, eh? My father's name was Jeff. One thing I am grateful to my father for was that he allowed me to make up my own mind. He allowed me to reach my own conclusions whilst teaching me honesty was the best way to apply oneself. The only gripe I had with that was I believe it would have been better for him to say honesty is the best way to apply oneself, but what you will find is that all those around you tend to be dishonest. Even in their belief of their honesty, they are dishonest, thereby enabling me to prepare myself to remain honest within the dishonesty. The only way to change things is to participate in that which we do, and not allow oneself to be become part of the deceptions. We are taught there is the rule of law, and they will claim, whoever they are, that they are law abiding whilst adhering to the foundation of thieving, lying and cheating, as that is the foundation of the country that I live in and was born into. Thieving, lying and cheating their way around the planet. I'll just stop there. I've meandered around, left some notes for myself there. Self-harm is not advisable. I started saying about drug addiction, didn't I? And how it appeared to be a way of saying no. How can it be? You become reliant upon the very deception you believe yourself to be saying no to. Drugs are illegal, so therefore you must deal with criminals, and then even if one turns to the man for medication, you are then still participating in the very thing you believed yourself to be avoiding by taking drugs. The very need to intoxicate oneself, man, says many things. Thank you, Anthony.